So, welcome to Trial of Cthulhu. Session 6, I think? No, 7. Session 7,
I think, yeah.
Yep.
We're all gonna die because we don't have enough gun for this gun. Gun related. We have more gun now. It seems like.
Yeah, you got a bit more gun.
We'll probably be okay.
Why am I being told that we need gun?
Oh,
You were attacking the enemy base.
No, remember you weren't here yesterday.
Last week.
Last week.
Today.
I was very much
yesterday.
here yesterday. Discard. I dropped a rock on you. Remember?
No, I also dropped the rock on myself. But no, last week.
No,
last
I
time.
dropped a rock on you. I did
Yeah,
that.
I dropped a rock through me.
For some reason, your rock didn't hurt me, but my rock I dropped on myself killed me because I dropped it out of my inventory and then it rolled on top of me and murdered me.
Because friendly fire is disabled. But it doesn't count if you do it yourself.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
the
I'm
reason is
guessing, I
probably
don't
that
know.
you had a bigger rock, but
That
Okay,
could be
good.
it too.
Anyway, okay, so let's get up to speed on what's going on.
I remember something about catacombs.
Yes.
So the good news is we've got through the catacombs under the warehouse that the Knights of Malta have been protecting, and we have now reached the tunnels underneath Donovan's warehouse. All we have to do now is just get into the warehouse. And
I'm
I think
sure that'll go swimmingly.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know we've already successfully killed a guard who was in the tunnels who tried to stop us, but
We bonked
I
the
did
guard
not
there.
know about that part.
well, he
That
didn't raise the other
Apparently
one.
teleported through a false wall, knocked him
Oh,
unconscious, and then
guard.
opened
I
the
thought-
false wall.
I thought you said God.
No,
That
that
would have
would
been
be
a
a
bit
surprise.
more.
We'd have said more about that. Yeah.
A
Oh
blade of
fuck! I
summer.
still have those 2 points I haven't spent.
Interesting.
No, I'll do that later.
I mean, what points what kind of things you want to put it into?
I have no idea. That's why I'm going to do it later.
Well, we needed a lot of stuff for Rockology recently.
Rockology.
Wait,
I have 2, but I can't spend them because I'm slightly crazy.
Yeah.
wait, who said what?
Slightly crazy.
I'm pretty sure you
Did
said
you
Rocky.
say Rockyology?
Yeah.
What? Did I say Rockology?
Yes, you said
Yes.
Rockology.
You
It,
did.
it sounded
Oh.
like archaeology to me.
I'm
To be
pretty
fair,
sure it was
Rockyology-
Rockyology.
It's a great way to analyze a fantastic movie.
But would it not? Wouldn't that be just geology though for Rockology?
Boxingology, or it's Tim Curryology, depending on which Rocky you want.
True enough. Anyway, we continue on. We're here. We're in the warehouse. We need to find them out.
Oh,
and
do we have a map or anything?
Not really.
Really?
Alright.
None of us
Because
have
I
that
know
link.
that happens sometimes. Someone
Yeah.
will join late and we'll
No,
forget
no.
to share the image.
You're in a nightmarishly winding set of tunnels. Having a map kind of
All
breaks the
like
illusion.
are all different.
No. You haven't really got that far, so you've left the cafe.
That was a reference. I'm sorry.
Okay, sorry.
It's a good
I
reference.
can't believe I actually got Gray to say "fuck you."
You didn't.
I didn't. You didn't. Oh, okay,
No.
I'm sorry.
If I do swear, it means I mean it.
Okay. All right.
When I start swearing, you know you're in trouble.
Okay. Anyway, so
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we made it inside, right?
Yep, you've gone through the catacombs with the help of a rather timely placed old monk, and have entered the nectar tunnels, as they're wonderfully called.
Oh yeah, don't drink the water.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's-
you've waded through 4 foot of nectar tainted water.
See, the
Try
thing
not
is,
to step.
Tullius was in the military. He knows not to drink the local water.
Don't drink seawater, weirdly enough.
Alright, so you start going deep into the tunnels. The passages are actually wide, low passages. Either side of them are packed with like bottles and like other supplies. The floor is made of tightly fitted stones with rubber mats over them for traction. Got electric lamps hanging from the ceiling every few feet, cabling. The bulbs are bare, but
Bulbs
everything.
are bare, but they're there.
Yeah.
I have a question. Around this time, how did they? What level of detonation did we have back in these days? Did we just do wicks and like did we do like fuse cord plungers?
Plungers have existed since like the 1830s, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You remember, you're only like 2 years out from the start of World War II.
I understand. I'm just wondering, but we didn't have we didn't have radio based detonation methods.
No, that was developed during the Second World War.
I think
Okay.
we have a fuse and a lighter.
Yeah.
Because that's a thing of like,
Yeah.
oh, we're in the underground of it. Can we start like packing? Can we start packing support columns?
You probably won't have access to the timer bombs will exist, but they'll be harder to manufacture or make. You won't have the equivalent to ring up on a cell phone to explode something.
Yeah, we don't have the ability to make a cell phone detonator.
No.
No, we don't, because
Not until
cell phones don't exist yet.
not until type SWAC agents, I guess.
We could do one of those alarm clock bombs.
Yeah, alarm clock bombs would work.
It wouldn't be that hard to get an
Pretty
alarm
sure
clock
we've
either.
probably got det cord.
Yeah, you got detonator core. That's easy enough to find.
Yeah.
People have been using
Yeah,
it.
that's it. We have a fuse and a lighter.
Yeah.
Because my main thing was just like, oh, we're in the underground of the we're underneath the warehouse. What a better place to start planting explosives near very structurally significant pieces of masonry. But let's continue on. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. As you move through, you find crates neatly packaged and stacked, full with jugs and drums. Technically, actually, that is the correct sentence. They are full of drugs, but they're neatly packed crates with bottles and drugs and trials and vials. It all looks to be very streamlined and well managed. This is far and away different to LA. LA was kind of like just pick up whatever you could find on the floor and sell it. This is mass production.
So needs to be destroyed pretty thoroughly here.
Yeah.
That stuff burns.
Well, yeah, at least it does burn though.
Yeah.
No, I mean, did we?
Hmm?
Gray?
Yeah, what's that?
Does the stuff burn?
No, it's a liquid.
Liquids burn.
Yeah.
Liquids can burn.
Okay,
easily,
true. Yeah.
As anyone who's ever encountered gasoline can attest.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the gasoline that burns; it's the gas that gasoline gives off burns.
All right. So,
Does this having already chemistry this stuff? Does this particular liquid burn?
no, it doesn't.
That is unfortunate.
It's basically bottled drool.
Buttered mouth drool.
Bottled drool.
Mm-hmm.
That is, in fact, what he said. He just added the word mouth for some reason.
Okay.
Because I'm sure it comes out from the big gaping maw things.
That's where drool traditionally comes from.
Yeah.
That is being drooling from the eyes all the time.
I mean, Pacific mouth as in big gaping maw creature that should not be there. I understand.
Yeah. Alright, so you don't actually go that far until you kind of see that you're coming to a more habited.
And I've just seen the stream title.
I gotta go to that.
I should probably take the Y out of it.
Right there, until we can see it.
It's Rockology.
Yeah, that's good.
Instead of I think Rockology is probably a better version. There we go.
Rockology, the Malta. Alright. Anyway, so we're dealing with. So we're coming up to our mall now. You say?
Yeah, you've basically found the quick entrance. Having fought your way through all the horrible things, you'll hear the kind of the unmistakable sound. Now, you've heard the sound before.
We've heard the sound before. We've dealt with this before. Do we have to take another sand check, Gray? Or are we?
Yes, of course you're going to do.
Fuck.
I guess just don't look at it.
Yeah.
So is this a 5 mythos ability check again, Gray?
Yes.
Oh.
But on the plus side, this will take you to closer. Hey, Gatto doesn't care. Albitus does.
How much
Ought to
would we
be.
lose?
Just
how,
checking.
how much stability do we lose if we fail this?
5.
So I was able to make it. I'm rocking on 1 stability now.
I'm waiting for.
I'm just gonna roll it straight because that'll leave me at 1 stability. Fuck yes.
That's a lot of 6s. You guys are prepped for this.
It's just such a shame I only have 1 stability left.
I'm kind of glad the fact that I have the ability. I'm kind of glad that I did not get what happened to me last time when I was betting stability here.
So-
Zero fail.
Did
Plenty of time, yeah.
everyone pass?
Everyone
that
passed.
Except
Except
Arby?
Arbitus.
Apart from Albitus, yeah.
You don't understand, man. Last time it almost ate me.
Yeah,
But he's-
honestly, I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
That's pretty fair.
That's understandable.
So you are entering from the secret entrance.
Not from parking. Okay.
We did not enter from the parking garage, oddly enough.
No, but
So
you,
we are okay.
you landed. When you actually landed, you landed somewhere about here, and immediately stepped into the mouth minefield.
Great fun.
Which is, I have that. Is the mouth minefield all around this area essentially?
I'm not telling you. You might be fleeing out that way in a few minutes.
Okay, I understand.
Oh, dear God.
Alright, so you turn the corner and you see kind of the room ahead of you. You just you can feel that as you approach that this is going to be bad. You know, you've sensed this kind of creature before, and you know what it is before you ever open there. The room was some sort of shrine or sanctuary at some point, made of sturdy brown stones, but there's some sort of flaking plaster with the stylized murals of Knights of Malta battling the Ottoman fleet during the siege. The floor is sunken and it's flooded pretty much knee deep in nectar. The mouth, growing out of the centre of the arching ceiling, dribbles, belches, and spews the nectar into the chamber.
So the mouth is in the ceiling.
The mouth is in the ceiling.
Like a barnacle from
Yeah.
Half-Life. Ooh, boy. Well then.
Right, Osaka has forgot that this one existed. Although I would not suggest doing what this lady's doing.
What lady?
I'm going to show you an image.
She bears
Soon cease to be, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, and that updated quicker.
I mean, I like the cut of her jib.
But
I like
yeah.
the Jennifer cut. Is that a lady we're actually seeing, or is that a
No, that's just this is what your adventurer could do.
I recommend not
Strictly
doing that.
illustrative. Yeah.
So
That's clearly clearly the caliber is too small.
It needs to be more explosive.
okay, so the room is overflowing with nectar. It's literally running down into the corridor and towards you. It's kind of even though it's like what did I say, knee deep. So what's that? Foot and a half deep. It's there's still more than that room can take.
So essentially, it's over. It came down, flooded out from that, and flooded into the bottom of the secret passage we just came through.
Yep.
Oh boy. Well then.
I like this. The investigators definitely better have a plan.
Since when have we ever had a plan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
we trust. We have a few things we trust in, but the main thing we trust is Herbert West's massive explosive pool.
All right. So
We trust that.
yep.
So
You know, we could pull the Half-Life 2 flaming barrel on a barnacle trick.
Just go and basically kick an explosive into the middle of the room.
On some long poles.
Can we float the barrel full of explosives into the middle of the? Is there a barrel nearby, Gray? You're talking about jugs and such.
Yeah, there'll be jugs and stuff.
A flammable barrel, I mean.
Yeah, there's nothing burnable down here.
Burnable?
I know, but it's something we could pack. It's something we could pack the explosive into. Garnish it with, say, a human corpse the sleeping or the knocked out guard we had, and then just float into the middle of the room and have it come down and slurp it up.
Sleeping person is not a corpse by definition.
I mean, tomato.
No, that's not how this works.
Alright, the tongue is starting to kind of extend or distend towards you. You have to do something quickly.
Barrel full of bomb, and garnish it with with knocked out guard.
How long is the tongue?
Long
enough.
Yeah.
Probably long enough.
So,
well, I guess ducking back down the secret entrance isn't a thing we can do.
The fact that it almost fully collapsed when we came through it the first time, yeah.
No, I think he means so you can carry out, sort out the next stage of your plan, rather than running away. Generally,
we must be able to back out of the room.
Yeah, you can back out.
I mostly just want to get some breathing room away from the tongue so we can actually formulate a plan.
Yep, that's easy
back
enough.
out the room and then figure it out.
Yep.
I mean, otherwise this thing is useless to anybody because it'll just chase them everywhere.
Okay, we'll back out towards the secret entrance and figure out what we could do with it. Do about it.
Alright, yep, you go back to the secret entrance, you sit on the body of the guy you knocked out and talk about what you're doing.
So we have explosives. We can package the explosives into a explosive device and float it towards it. The thing seems to probe towards anything normally, but I'm sure it probably goes towards something it could eat.
Towards things that are alive.
I don't know. We don't know. I mean, I don't know what this thing eats. So
I mean, otherwise it would just be sort of like probing everything.
I mean,
always.
If you're volunteering,
I mean, no, but we do have a guy I'm sitting on this moment.
that sounds like volunteering to me.
Volunteering me or him?
Well, let's see. One of you is knocked out, and the other is suggesting we use a knocked out person as bait.
And another person is suggesting that the person suggesting to use a knocked out person as bait to use that person instead, ergo throwing away one of your allies. And for somebody who is literally sacrificing all of Malta to a giant gaping mob so they can sell drugs. I love the fact of your moral relativism here.
I'm an expert in explosives. How big is the explosive we have?
I think you rolled rather well last time.
Yeah,
I did. So, like, can the explosive just be in the room? Does it have to be
this would
literally
be
next to the thing?
explosive check to figure it out.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Hang on, if we're using a barrel, we could just make it shaped.
Well, I mean, yeah.
That's
Okay,
time we may not have.
Just float it to the middle of the room, and then poof, giant cone of death straight into it.
I spend 3 for the check. I can then spend 4 for the actual roll itself.
I'm lumping this all into one roll.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. So planning and, well, not so much.
Okay, well
executing will be different because getting into the room will not be an explosive check.
Okay.
That'd be something different. So yeah,
I can do. So wait, what are you saying? I do one roll, and that counts for both the knowing how big the explosive is and making sure it goes off properly.
Yes, if you can get it into place.
Okay. So wait,
Well, I can-
so should I just spend the whole whole explosives thing to just be absolutely certain?
Yes.
I'd
So
save
say,
3.
I would say using the entirety of your explosive to make sure
Yeah,
this works. if you're lucky,
considering
you'll-
what we're trying to do here, I really don't want this to go wrong.
You
And
get
if you-
difficulties above 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's theoretically no level, upper level for difficulty, but you won't find like difficulty 20.
Yeah, well, I'm going to use my whole explosives thing to
Explodes.
make sure we do this properly.
And that we do not, in fact, explode.
Okay, so I got 9. It's a good thing I used all of it.
Alright, you fashion yourself a nice little bomb. Maybe strapping it to some crates or a barrel. Now you've just got it into the room without being eaten.
So,
So
to be
with
clear,
that-
as long as the explosive is in the room, as far as I'm aware, it'll work.
Yes.
Okay.
so we need to get into the room and get it, place it and get it out, right? Would that be an athletics check, Gray? Well, athletics and fleeing check. Say athletics into the room with the bomb, place it, and
Yeah,
then
fleeing
flee
to get out. Yep.
Okay, I have 4 athletics. I have 4 fleeing. Who anyone do better than do better of the combined?
I have better
Well, I
fleeing,
think-
but I've spent for my athletics already.
I can
Actually,
do
I have.
pretty. Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I was just going to say I could do 5 athletics, but I have literally no fleeing.
On the other hand, I do have an elephant gun I can use to provide covering fire if necessary.
8 in both is pretty good. I got 5 and 5.
So wait, so you have 5 athletics, 5 fleeing?
Yeah, Blakey's
I
got 8 in
5 and
both.
8. Yeah, maybe a ablative so you don't have to use everything.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, yeah, but this is basically for all the marbles in the first place.
Yeah, but we still have to get out of here. If somebody uses up their entire, I don't mind using explosives because the likelihood of needing it just now is slim.
Here's the
But
thing.
if somebody uses up all their fleeing and athletics, they're gonna get caught out when we
Well,
need to
here-
get out of here.
Here's the thing. That tongue hurts worse than bullets.
Yes.
Hey, Gray, can I hide behind a crate as I push it in?
Not really.
I could do. I
It's on the
could.
ceiling.
Yeah.
I could always stealth versus the mouth, but no.
That'll work.
Anyway, so
Some
if
of our
anything,
stealth luck is gone.
if you want to save your fleeing for that, I can run it in, dunk it, and
Oh
run
no,
out.
I was more
that
like because I know it's going to see me. I was just going to use the crate as a blade of armor.
I don't know. Anyway, Gray, I'm gonna spend my athletics as fleeing to get to dunk the bomb and get the fuck out.
Godspeed.
Is this on a timer or is this on this on a fuse?
A fuse is a timer.
Yeah. Exactly
I
the
mean,
same thing. A fuse. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: timers can't. I mean, mechanical timers can get wet and probably not work. Fuses can get damp and not work, and all that kind of such.
I would be
Again-
using a fuse that isn't going to go out if it gets
Yeah,
wet.
we have det cord. That shit'll burn under anything.
Okay,
It has an
So-
oxidizer in it.
I'm going
I
to.
just-
Okay, so to those who are about to die, I salute you. So, Gray, do we have any idea?
Why are you saluting yourself?
No, it works the other way around. Those who are about to die salute you, not those to those who.
Well,
See, the Empress did stand up there going, "Yeah, mate, go for it."
okay, here we go. So 8 to get in the middle, then dunk the fucking thing down.
Yep, the tongue lashes out, misses.
And 4 to run the fuck away. I go as if the devil's behind me.
Because it kind of is.
One of them, yes.
Yep,
What was that, Gray?
nothing, absolutely nothing.
So nothing. So I don't get immediately like a tongue, like the tongue grabs my ankle and I get dangled or some shit like
No.
that.
Nope, you manage to go in. You spin the barrel to the centre of the room, kind of splosh your way out because there's no way you're getting into the room without it, going knee deep in nectar.
Unless you have the ability to run on water.
You're not going that fast, even with those rolls.
Not in these shoes.
All right,
thank you very
you're out
much.
the room. The deck cord's burning. The tongue's kind of lapping around it and pulling it up.
So, do you want to go left or right, gentlemen? It seems that we must leave.
Back to the secret entrance, I say. There's more mouths out there.
Yeah, I think we should go back the way we came.
All right.
We
Let's
disabled
try
most
and
of the
get
traps
clear
anyway.
of the crumbly bits.
I mean, we can just sprint through this time. Who cares if it collapses behind us?
I'm more worried about it collapsing on top of us.
The house can only collapse on top of the person who's behind the person who collapsed on top of. Let's go, people.
Well said, Discard, having just spent all of your athletics in fleeing.
All right.
I like to imagine half of us are already halfway down the secret entrance by the time he's lit the fuse.
Yeah, there's just this comical, like, cloud of dust.
Him running down.
Out of shape.
Go. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. The explosion is not quiet, put it that way.
Hmm.
That sounds about right.
And yeah, the sound is the sound of like tunnels collapsing behind you. As Fortunato runs down the corridor, you know they're coming down in like perfect succession behind him because we're running pulp, and of course they are.
Doof, doof. And the entirety of this thing collapsing as the ground is, as
Yeah.
the ceiling is coming down behind
You
me.
dive back into the catacombs, and you're once more into the ancient ruins. A bit
Yay.
dustier and a bit, bit more shaken before, but not too bad. You actually did that pretty well.
So we're not dead. We just gotta go backwards through the entire. We just gotta read these things backwards.
Yeah, but at least we actually have guided instructions. It could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly the Knights of Malta would not be so crazy as to make traps that work one way than make other traps work.
You were
the other
disabled
way.
as you came in. It's fine. You disabled every trap.
Okay,
Yeah, we did.
Yep.
we just gotta not get lost.
All right. So the biggest trick now is returning through the Hall of Posts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like
Good
I said,
old hall of
yeah.
posts.
Yeah.
Which let me
so-
say is a little bit more shaken than it was before.
I mean, we did almost set a bomb off.
Okay,
Almost.
so people, what can we use to get through this thing? Athletics?
It's athletics,
Or-
yeah.
Okay. Whoever still has the most athletics should go first.
I've got
Least likely
3.
to trip it.
I've got 5.
Got 8.
Right.
Okay, real quick. We turn to Tullius. Tullius, do you have anything that you could spend on this to make it better, like any academic skills?
What kind of?
Like
actual
anything of. Do you have archaeology?
We did this once already. It's not going to help.
I think we already did that, yeah.
Unless you've got construction equipment with you, we're not shoring this up.
Oh no, it was
They
more the
prepared
fact.
this role to pull out a bulldozer.
It was more the fact of he probably could have had stuff that lowered the check amount in the first place. Like if he had.
This isn't really one for engineering.
Okay, I gotcha. Just wanted to check.
All right. Can I have our first athletics check then?
I'm
going
gonna
first?
spend 3 on this.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what was the failure threshold last time?
You got
If
it.
anyone remembers.
No, I'm not telling you.
Okay, great. Just hold on while I go back to the old video. So
Okay.
I was going to find it in the
4 or 5, I
old
think.
video.
You got it down to 6.
This video.
Oh, 6.
So you had to roll a
Nice knowing
6.
you.
Yes.
6 or fail.
7 for me.
I put more points into it, this ablative.
Well
I
then,
mean, 3 plus isn't terrible, but
There's like more of us.
Yeah, but if
I'm
it
gonna
fails
put-
on you, it's worse for everyone.
Yeah, so I'm going to put all my points into it to make sure I can't fail it.
I mean,
I'm
you
gonna
all-
put in 5, I guess.
Well, exactly.
Yes.
You can't fail then.
That's when Gray reveals the threshold has been bumped up to 7.
Because of the
It
explosion.
doesn't matter if it's bumped up to 7. I just rolled 10.
Yeah, Tullius nice to move his way through.
Samantha, do
problem.
you want to go next?
Sure. Gonna put 4 in. There we go.
Yep. Dalton also makes it through with no problem.
I'm putting all my 5 in to make sure I don't kill people behind me. Wait, hold on, let me actually put the damn marker down.
Yeah, Herbert also makes it through fine.
So
There's
now
no
it should
provision
be
for rolling
Goto,
high enough to
probably.
actually.
I'm
There's
rolling
no-
at -1 anyways.
All right.
My difficulty is +1, so
Like Goto.
thanks. I spend everything.
Sensible.
So +2.
I just want to say good luck.
Yep.
We're all
Yeah.
counting on you.
Mine and Gray, I'm unstable, so
Um,
this is at -1. Hooray! Death!
It's not death yet. You just have to try again.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I'm out of
you-
points.
You don't take any more point damage.
Well, that's good, but
Oh,
I'm out
you
of points.
You have to try
Now you gotta
again.
roll
You
flat.
say.
Okay, let other people go first. Arbiters first, maybe.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Wait, so great. Does that actually make it through?
What? Wait,
There's
what,
lots probably
Gray?
going on.
Alright, none
Right,
of you are
what's
taking damage.
Okay. Wait, what? So did I make it through, Gray, or did you
Nope.
saying that I literally can't make it through? I have no points. I can't make it through then.
Okay, if you've got no points, you make it through, but you'll take d6 points of damage.
Okay.
Yep, that's
do
what's
that.
happening to me then.
Yep. So
Me too.
Unless I can use fleeing or... No, that's all I've
that's Gatto,
I'm down to 4.
and
Down to
then
4.
Tobin, sorry.
Damage did
Because I rolled.
Fortunato take.
Fortunato took
I took 4.
4, and Gatto took 5, Vitus took 3. And then the ancient field of posters basically collapsed behind you as you kind of result to just like fleeing.
Yep.
You run through it, that's all you have left.
You run through it and just take the rocks on the way down and pray you
Yeah.
still have a skull afterwards.
Right. On the plus side, that way is well and truly blocked up.
That means if it didn't work, we have to go through the front.
Yeah.
If what we didn't work, we would have to go through the front later on to make sure it
Yep.
worked. All right.
Okay.
Let's,
You'll return through the rest of the catacombs with no issue, and you will find Godfrey waiting for you.
hello, Godfrey. Well, we shoved some detonite down the mouth of God of hell itself, and it blowed up.
Seems to have done the job so far.
We don't know yet.
Well, we'd hope it would do the job, but we have no real way of checking.
Yes.
There was a big
Did you-
explosion at least.
Did you see anything, sir?
No, I heard the explosion through the tunnels, and hoped you would be okay, of course.
Well, a little worse for wear, but not nearly as bad it could be.
Excellent. You think you've destroyed the beast?
Um,
Well,
is anything of that kind of thing ever truly died? It's just blown back. That's the thing. Last time I saw it had a barrel full of what did you pack that thing full of, Herbert, again? How much did you pack that full of again, Herbert?
Carcer?
Carcer?
Carcer's dead, man. He didn't
Uh,
make
I
it.
think he may have lost connection.
Herbert's gone.
me?
Well,
No, he's still
there you
here.
go.
No, he's still here.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
I
I
can now, yeah.
There you go.
Okay, I don't know what happened.
How much?
Okay, sorry.
How much? What did you pack the barrel full again with?
It was a lot of TNT.
Mm-hmm. So about like how much? Like say about half like 50 pounds of TNT? Would you say like or barrels worth of TNT?
I don't know how much TNT did I have.
Yeah.
You had 10 points worth of TNT. Yes, I describe a 10-point worth of TNT to our good father here.
Oh,
You make hand gestures. Well, if
Yeah,
that
so
doesn't kill it, nothing will.
Well, it was, suckling under the last thing I saw before I got out. Swear that I saw some devious dark god rolling a shadowy die in the background that was deciding my fate or not.
Oh, that was you in the Room of Pillars.
Oh, no, that was me getting murdered by the Room of Pillars.
You weren't murdered, no one's dead.
We're still breathing. Where there's life, there's hope.
Alright.
Probably.
But Sarcophagus will go, so we must move.
Yes.
Yes. You have definitely caused some sort of a stir in the town. I cannot see how they can ignore an explosion. Even with the bribes paid to the police.
So, I mean, move which way, though? Where are we moving towards?
Well, for one, I should lead you back towards the sanctuary, the chapel. From there, it is your own decision. I can get you out into the streets with no difficulty.
Well, go ahead.
We will have to take care of Donovan. If we leave him in place, he might just summon another one of these monstrosities.
The more TNT.
We might need to take a nap. If I take some time first, or do we want to storm his house at this moment?
No, let's take a nap.
The very public house across from the what again, Gray? Across from the fucking governor palace or whatever it was.
Something like that.
Yeah. The very obvious do not frontally assault this door. Yes, let's go and let's get back on the street and slink back to our hotel.
Alright. Things are extremely excitable up there, as you may guess. There's lots of fire engines running around. Police. There's people are standing on the streets because looking at the smoke coming from the warehouse. And everyone's there's wild speculation about what's been going on there. I mean, there's been lots of local rumours that drug dealing going out of there because of the armed guards, but
now it's very, very.
It could be anything from drugs to arms.
Yeah.
Who knows? There might have been a. Well, okay. So, anyone here have reassurance or something?
Can't use it.
Okay, I was going
I have it. I don't see what it's going to do here.
Okay, so I was.
We're going to reassure the cops that drugs were happening there.
I was going to say that there might have been a spread of rumor that might have been an organization trying to plot the overthrow of Malta or something, the kick out the British of Malta.
I don't think that's reassuring. That's more the opposite of that.
Yeah, that's gonna put the whole island on lockdown.
I mean, clearly this was either a terrorist attack or something fucked up. I mean, that shouldn't have been full of all that much explosives.
We're getting this caught twice.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I have a very different plan. I just grab a bottle of wine from Godfrey, I spill half of it over myself, and I just wander the streets drinking.
Okay, he's gone.
Good plan.
Well, with the rest of you, but I'm acting very drunk.
You know what? I will take a go to a winery, acquire my own bottle of wine, and join in.
Like, we do not want to be noticed right now.
Very good social cover. And Gray, is there anything preventing us from getting back to our hotels?
No, your hotel will be easily accessible.
I checked the hotel for traps.
On the way in, you will be kind of stared at a little bit. Just from your general attire.
Covered in catacomb dust.
That's the best thing you're covered in, let's be fair.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I'm going to have a complete change of clothes before we leave the chapel. Thank you very much.
Do we have a change of clothes in the chapel?
He has a manservant who can bring one.
Okay.
Gray, do I need to roll preparedness for this?
You don't need to roll, just do a spend.
All right.
Can we all get that?
Yep, a point spend will have Bruce bring back a bunch of clothes for you.
All right, we'll do that then.
Spend points.
Is that a point spend each?
No, I'll just do 1 point spent for the group. It's only a minor thing.
I must ask, would anyone be objective to the fact object to burning our previously every God knows what soaked clothes, just to be sure?
I was definitely going to ask the priest
Yep.
if there was some way of burning the evil out of these clothes.
He nips in, brings the flamethrower, lowers down like the welder's mask. Just...
That is exactly what I had hoped for.
Throw them all in a steel barrel and just light them up.
I
Pyre.
assume the fuel is blessed.
I mean, he's a knight. Technically, all his armaments are blessed. That's how knights work.
I mean, I don't know what kind of person wouldn't bless their flamethrower, because the blowback. If he had any blowback, you would be meeting God in one way or the other.
Yeah. I wonder how they picked people for that job. You mustn't have been the favourite in the unit, must you?
All right, it's really simple, Gray. Some guys smuggled in porn. Some guys smuggled in alcohol. Some guys smuggled in matches. You get the matches guy. If you have a candle in your personal goods, then yeah, maybe you're the guy for flamethrower duty.
Let me go take a look. World War I flamethrower selection.
No, we're going off track. Anyway, so you are back in the hotel. You can have a night's sleep. You can get as clean as you possibly can. Only one of you two of you will be having nightmares.
So that's fine.
Lots of mouths.
Some nightmares.
Plenty of mouths everywhere.
Too many teeth.
We get a 24-hour refresh then?
Yep.
Some people have nightmares about teeth falling out. I have nightmares about teeth growing everywhere.
Not just the teeth, that's the problem.
Mostly it's the teeth. That's what's bothering Gato.
They come from the fact that we exploded a lot of mouths.
I'm going to have an irresponsible fear of dentures now.
Really, I'm not sure that's irrational. Having a general fear of mouths after hunting down giant monsters is not fun.
No, just the dentures.
Yeah, dentures specifically, that would be irrational.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like them. They make me they make me uneasy, nervous.
All right. So, what's your plan?
I don't know. Our planner is currently trying to reassemble a desk drawer.
I think we're kind of good here.
No, we need to go deal with. We need to go and deal with what's his face.
Bruce, I need a subscription to the local paper.
He immediately brings an iron paper out.
An ironed paper?
Yeah, when he's ironed
Yes.
to make the pages nice and flat. Presses the ink in.
So you don't get your fingers dirty.
How?
Gets rid of the fold.
Any information we can get from the newspaper?
Generally, accident in Malta. Explosion in warehouse. Generally, no foul play suspected. Industrial accident.
These are exactly the wrong kind of stories in the paper. They're obviously compromised.
But yeah, generally lots of talk about it because an explosion, but there was very little actual damage beyond the warehouse. There's pictures that the warehouse has basically fallen into the giant hole you created underneath it, but the explosion wasn't forceful enough to demolish neighbouring buildings.
Well, that's good.
We'll say that I did that intentionally, obviously.
Yeah, Castle pretty much did his job perfectly. Also,
Gray.
Herbert did.
I can't spend credit rating.
Nope.
I was going to spend credit rating to wire a telegram to one of my friends, thus the credit rating, in a moderately large Italian newspaper about a drug den on Malta exploding.
But you can't.
But I can't spend credit rating.
You
Because-
need to spend credit rating for that? Like, how expensive is this Telegram?
It's social influence.
Yeah, social influences. But credit rating isn't just
Credit
money.
rating isn't literal cash.
No, it's how much of a known person you are.
It's, do I know a guy? Can I convince him to write a story about this in the papers?
Yeah.
Credit as in like, how credible are you?
It's not a measure of how much do I have in my bank account. It's how much can I get people to do what I say because of my bank account.
It's not even 100% bank account. I mean, you could make a character who's got a high credit rating but no money. They just know where all the skeletons are buried.
Mm-hmm.
So people have to do what they or a con man who's poor but looks like they've got a lot of money. So yeah, there's lots of playing credit rating.
So how much? So how much credit rating would it take though, Gray, to put a tip to them? Give a tip to the newspaper about a drug den exploding?
To a technically overseas newspaper.
No, I mean local. I was gonna say overseas.
Oh,
Well,
well,
it depends. How prone are they to rumor mongering?
You're Italian, right?
Yes.
You're in the alternate acquiry business, right?
Who, me?
Yes.
No, Fortunato is not Italian.
Really?
He just has an Italian name.
He's an Italian American.
It's a pseudonym.
Oh yeah.
Italian pseudonym. Very Italian pseudonym.
All right. Well,
He's probably Italian ancestry. Cough, cough, mafia.
But
anybody
no.
in the mob,
you mean
because they'll
like-
be interested in something like this happening.
I mean, we don't really call it. I don't call them mob. I merely call them a group of people.
Yes, I know how it works.
Friends with similar interests. We understand.
But I do have like 4 streetwise. If that would get the rumor out.
Oh, I don't want a rumor here. I want a rumor somewhere they can't easily deal with it.
All right, can I get a rumor out? Can I get a rumor via the back end, by the back alleys, to outside though? What do you call it? From the other non-cultist, drug smugglers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You
I
can
mean, I
get
have-
something.
It's
I
not
have-
as much fun as
I have 4 streetwise. So
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, it might make more sense to give it to the British instead of the Italians.
Yeah, it would.
Both because of easier access on Malta and because they're more likely to take an interest.
I mean, but how would I get the information? I mean, would I be able to get it? How would I spend streetwise to do this? That was a question.
That would have been my second credit rating spend.
Unfortunately, you're currently kind of unsettled due to many a
Yes.
reason.
I keep trying to write a telegram, but I keep not wanting to write the word stop because it's got a T at the end of it.
If I remember, no, it wasn't your foot. It was our good detective's foot that went down a down an upturned mouse maw.
Yeah, but I can still see it when I blink.
All right. Streetwise.
Wait a minute. Stop doesn't have a T at the end of it.
What?
My stability is -2, and I lost a point of sanity. You can tell me
Oh
that, but
shit!
I don't
You lost
believe-
San?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck.
If your stability hits 0 because of mythos, you take San.
Yeah, I wasn't here when you lost that stability, so.
Yeah.
Didn't that just happen to Abitus as well?
No, he lost that from completely human things.
Didn't
People
he
having
He
too much
lost
sex.
his from the orgy or whatever.
Yeah.
Technically, I did lose one just now because that
Yeah.
was a Mythos thing.
Yeah, because Abitus just dropped below. He's down to -2 stability.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
But yeah, he just lost a point of sanity.
Oh,
Bruce, bring a drink for my other friend in the Not Max San Club.
No, I'm also not max. Well, my maximum sanity went down because I
Yeah,
went and
but
learned.
of course.
Discard trying to get free drinks.
Well, yes.
It's in
That's
your
what-
hand.
Yes, thank you. I want to drink this here. So how much streetwise, Gray? Because this has been interpersonal thing.
Probably 2. to get it to the right people.
All right, I dunk down 2.
Yeah.
I go out. I go out and tell people I'm going to go meet friends, and I go and start talking to people. Very, very shady. Very, very not shady. Legitimate and upstanding citizens of the island.
Respected members of the community. People with legitimate business interests.
People of legitimate of means and methods.
I may never have walked the walk, but I can definitely talk the talk.
All right. As you're returning after walking the walk, you will notice several well-dressed men with crew cuts and hard stares in the lobby of the hotel. They seem to be talking to the concierge.
Rested overnight, right?
Yes, we got a full refresh.
Yep.
Of our general stats,
General
right?
stats, yes.
Yes.
Right, sorry about that.
Right,
okay.
Do a refresh all, or we do a.
Oh, was anyone able to first aid our injuries?
Oh no, we haven't tried that yet.
Fuck, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, so did I, until someone mentioned crew cuts.
Hey?
To get into a fight.
We're
Alright,
about
who
to have
else
a fight.
hurt?
That, or we're about to jump out a second-story window.
Or both.
Luckily, I had not spent any, so I don't have to remember what my first aid was at before this.
First aid versus medicine rolls. Gotcha.
Well, it's gonna be first aid because I'm just trying to patch you up into a relatively not entirely dead state.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, who's hurt and how much?
I've lost 6.
I've lost 4.
Medical, if that helps.
Lost 4.
3.
2.
1.
Thunderbirds, I'll go.
Terrible. Very, very terrible.
Alright. Fuck, I forget how first aid works. I should really learn this. I did this in Star Wars too.
Yeah, you the medic who doesn't know how to medic.
Spend your money, you take your chances. Who's our next contestant on Wheel of Heal?
I think it's every 2 is 1, if I remember correctly, but don't quote me on that. Let's go find the. Let's go hunt down the.
2 to 1 sounds accurate.
I'm already wandering through first aid, page 63.
Medicine, not first aid.
I don't think you repairs held, Serpentis.
That was my side.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I do not require additional first aid.
Sorry, what?
Didn't you recently build a...
No, I didn't build anything. I managed to accidentally dislocate an entire desk drawer just now. So
No, I built a desk drawer, but
He
it
wasn't
was just a bottle
joking
of
when he
curry
said
ketchup.
that.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there's just a clattering sound. I just assumed whatever you'd fixed, it just collapsed.
Yeah, it was on my side. Bottle of curry ketchup, nothing to worry about.
Okay.
All right, where the hell is the first aid rules gone?
I
Okay,
think
I
it's...
found it. It's just a
Okay.
basic spend. Every point is 2 points
Alright,
of health
so we were right.
unless I'm healing myself. So, triage time. Who was the most injured?
I've lost 6.
I can't fix that all the way with my full pool even.
That's fine. Even 2 back would be really nice.
In that case, take 2.
I have 2 back. I'm at 6.
Yay!
Oh wait, no, I got that backwards. Yeah, you're actually at full.
I'm at 10. Huzzah!
And then
Pharmacy and medicine, I could probably prescribe you opium. Well, not opium, but...
I
you
mean,
could probably prescribe opium.
I have seen what that does to people and will politely say no thank you, and none of my bones are
Alright,
actually broken.
so that's Mr. 6 down done. We had how many 4s?
Oh, I did have another.
Was it 4?
I interest you in this newfangled morphine.
really an opium derivative.
To be fair, Teddy Roosevelt has been and done the rounds. We can assure that these drugs are at least clean.
Okay, so who's still hurt?
I'm on 4 down, so
Four
down.
down.
Yep.
So you can have 2 points from me. So that's back up.
It does. So only first aid counts here, not points in medicine, just to be sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
it's first
much.
aid. It is
Okay.
very much the fact he's just banging his getting
Basically, I'm just putting like tape on your ankle because you twisted it or whatever.
I'm 30% bandages.
Single, like a sticky tape on your ankle. No
Alright,
actual
I only have
medical.
3 points
I have a single
left.
band-aid on my chin.
I only have 3 points left, and I'd like to keep at least 1 just in case. So I believe there are only 2 people who are still injured now.
I'm fine. I've got 10 health.
I have 4 health
Out of
out of 8.
you can have 2 points then.
That's 4 back or 2 points back.
That is 4 back.
Okay, thank you. Wait, you have a flat 10 added, or is that like just you have more 10 than that?
I
Am I
10
saying
health
10?
points.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a sizable amount.
All right. After this, I won't be able to help y'all, but until then, you're fine.
All right,
Wouldn't the first aid occur before the overnight?
it would have. Well, yeah, it probably would have.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I would have because I wouldn't have been able to do it if it hadn't.
Gray,
That's
would you
why
be
I
able-
asked when we were talking about refreshing pools.
Gray, can we timey-wimey that or no? Or we
Yep,
say
that's
nah?
fine.
Okay. Also, so crew cuts in the lobby. I will slink back. I will, completely not giving anything away. Just go up to my room calmly, and then after I'm out of line of sight, move with much more haste and alacrity. Back to the door, and then stick our head in and say, we might have some fuzz on the way.
We got company.
There's company in the lobby. Crew
Oh,
cuts.
fine.
Might be Port Authority, or it might be because we're new people on this island, so they might have been checking the manifest of new arrivals, or what do you call it?
Or they might be people involved with the whole warehouse deal.
agree
Don't
with
know.
Terran that sense trouble seems like a good idea.
I don't have it.
I've
So-
got plenty of it. So is this a rolling thing, Gray? Can we roll sense trouble for this?
It's general,
Yeah, it's just general.
so probably.
Yep.
I see you held back.
On a certain point, this is going to be fairly obvious.
So yeah, these guys are definitely asking questions. They seem to be kind of the same type of goons you met on the boat.
Well then.
This is a hotel lobby, right? Like, how
Yeah.
open is it? Are there, say, little rooms we could duck into at the sides?
Yeah, it's going to be a fairly there'll be like a bar off to one side, and another private rooms and stuff like that. So it's not like it's a big open area.
So we can maybe avoid them.
Thinking either we avoid them, or we could at least move to a different room where we could try and talk to them away from, say, witnesses like the guy at the front.
Oh, they're talking to him already.
Talk to them. I mean, are you sure that's the term you want to use?
No, they're talking to the guy at the front already. At the front.
No,
I mean,
when
Scientist.
When I say talk to them, I mean talk to them in the manner that the Crusader of Diablo 3 does.
Ah,
Sorry, I
right.
will have
Sure,
words
fair.
with. That was the line, yes. I will have
Okay.
words with him. But no, in all seriousness, if we want to avoid them, we could just duck into the bar and find a side door. And I think that might be...
We
True, yeah.
could throw a hot tip. There's some guys who were involved with the explosion making trouble in the hotel where the rich foreigners are busy spending money.
I don't know about all that. Maybe just
I mean, we
the
could
thing
forget
is-
the first part and just mention there's some thugs making trouble where in the ritzy hotel where the rich foreigners hang out.
I think that works better. If you just say, if there's some people causing trouble at this hotel, it might go down a lot better. Minimal
That's part
specific.
about being filthy rich is that I always get the best hotel.
But
Well, the thing is, we're also doing the fact that these seems to be port people as well, so there might be people are on the intake. Just to point that out. So it depends on what we need to figure out what to do next.
The airport. Or are we still trying to get? Are we still wanting to deal with the guy in charge?
I mean, do we want to blow up his house next? Do we want to blow up his house before we go?
Blow it up.
Well, there's no airport here. We came on boat. If I remember correctly.
Yeah. I think that was the case.
No, I think we got a boat to London and then took a plane here.
Great.
Yeah.
Did we boat in? Did we
You
boat
put,
in?
you planed in from you put your plane on a boat to London, and then you planed from there to here.
Okay, so we can just get the fuck out via plane.
Yeah.
Well, we may get attacked in midair, but
I think we should probably talk to the guy in charge of the cult activities in this area. See if we need to have words with him or have words with someone else to make sure that things stay quiet in Malta.
we do know where Mr. Donovan lives.
Yes.
I mean, we could always just talk to these people and see what they want.
Probably us very dead.
Are you willing to make your disguise check to sneak down, to go down there and say, "Yeah, I know where they are. They snuck back to that boat and drove off in the night."
You know, that would mean I would have to have disguise in the first place.
Oh, well.
And
Okay.
I don't think you guys wanted me to put on false mustaches and take on various of false accents as well.
You don't need to do that. You just need to say that you're disguised as someone who isn't you. Heck, you could bribe the bellboy. I can't because
What
I'm
then?
crazy. Bruce has to
Stop
keep reminding me
having-
that the money is in the other pocket, and I keep reaching for the leaves of lettuce I'm holding to calm my nerves.
Sorry.
No, they're completely normal lettuce. Definitely not any kind of, pharmaceutical in nature.
Just taking like
Anyone got a
a
light?
thick pencil and scrawled a 1 on it.
Does anyone actually have disguise beyond a single point?
Just bribe the bellboy.
Yeah, I was going to say actually be fair.
Can we credit rating the bellboy, Gray?
You can, of course, you can bribe the bellboy. Bellboys are probably one of the most bribable people in the universe, especially in the 30s.
You can probably bribe him with the letters.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I can. Does anyone want to use our credit rating pool for this? Why are we bribing the bellboy again?
Wouldn't Streetwise work just as well to make a decent rumor?
Yeah. You're basically trying to get the police in.
I
That
guess.
would work. Either getting these guys to go somewhere else or calling the police to get these guys to go somewhere else. Either one works. But I can't do anything.
I only have his intimidation and streetwise.
I mean, I've got maybe only 3 credit, but I think I'm looking at my other social skills just to see if I actually. I don't want to intimidate the guy into doing it, frankly. It seems like a bad idea.
Yeah.
I have 2
And
credit ratings.
That's pretty much my social stat of choice. Beyond cop talk. And funnily enough, I doubt cop talk ain't going to work.
Just remember, intimidate works a lot better when you're holding a badge.
That's what cop talk is for. That's just police intimidation.
Well, maybe you want to be an intimidatingly copy, because a cop talk is for talking to cops.
Yes, but the top cop in cop talk is top talk to. No, I'm not going down that. I'm not doing
Thank you. Please don't.
We're not doing that joke tonight. Basically, I'll do the intimidate if nobody else has a better idea, but should nobody else have a point of reassurance even or credit rating?
I can't spend it.
Our reinsurance
Gray,
guy is
Would Streetwise work for this?
Ah,
Streetwise could be made to work, yeah.
Thank you.
All
I
right,
thought
I'll
you'd
spend-
said, but no one else heard it.
I'll spend. How much streetwise do you want me to spend, Gray?
All of it.
You're trying to get them to draw away.
I mean, I'm sure they're probably hunting just to take us to said dude. But I mean, that's me as a player thinking. That's how they would want to write that part, or so forth. But yeah, if I want to get them to draw away, I can spend streetwise to,
Bribe a local
say
street
the-
urchin.
to get the bellhop to go and say the magic words that would get cops very interested in people in lobbies.
We could just use the telephone for that. That would be a straight cop talk, I would think. If we're talking to the bellboy, we're giving the bellboy a rumor something to tell the goons in the lobby so that they go away.
Okay, so we're not talking to the cops. We're talking.
No, we're trying to get the bellboy to basically palm the guys off, feeding them
Okay.
rumors.
Then I can just spend
Phrasing.
one or two streetwise, Gray.
Just one. It's a fairly simple thing.
All right. I will tell the bellboy to give them this information to make them go away. I don't know what I will be telling them though, because I'm a bit.
And you're
baffled.
giving them a hefty tip, but not enough to influence credit rating.
Yeah.
Because, bellboys.
Bellboys are glad for anything they get.
Not
Oh.
been one, can't say.
Anyway,
I know them by reputation only.
we're going off the stereotypical 1930s bellboy here.
Yep.
Anyway,
You gotta make sure they have that lean, hungry look in their eyes.
right, the bellboy will go off. You will go up and tell them something along the lines of, the people they're looking for have been sighted in a different hotel, and they will head off. Yeah,
That's good.
he will then come up and, put his hand out and rub his fingers together, and a small but not insignificant amount of money will change hands.
Mm-hmm.
He's done
Yes.
good for the amount of work he's just put in.
He is doing good for the amount of money he needs for that. All right. So, what is the next thing we need to do?
Last thing I suggest we
Blow
do
up the
before we
guy's
leave this
house.
island, is we have a dig about with the Donovan's place.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because if what the knight said was correct, his wife's now dead anyway, but the son is still.
It
I
sounds
don't like the way the knight described as they did something to the son and then kind of didn't elaborate.
well.
I don't want to find out.
The organization did something to his son, and he's mute. He's currently having problems.
Yeah, I don't want to find out like they've done something wacky to the son. So maybe we might find out what's going on there at the place.
All right.
Well, you guys do that. I'm going to take Bruce and go get the airplane ready because I do not have the ability to spend interpersonal.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, honestly, having our escape route ready and waiting, probably a good idea.
Yep.
Does Malta do cars?
Does Malta do what?
Cars and so forth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering
Sure
if we wanted to have a car ready to go or something like that.
I think we
Well,
rented a
the
car when we
thing is-
landed here, so
The thing is, Discard, Malta is an island.
Yes.
Oh, to get to the airport.
This is why I asked if they needed if we had there is space between this mansion and the what do you call it, the airport, that we could probably traverse in a vehicle at high speeds if necessary.
Yes, you can use the car.
Thank you.
You should fly over his house
Can you
and drop
actually
bombs on it.
drive?
I have no skin in drive. I'm sure someone else does.
driving 10. I'll cover the car.
Very good.
See,
Alright. Spencer leaps into the car. You drive to the townhouse. And you
drive through
can.
the front door.
Who all is going and who all is going to the plane?
I'm coming with the townhouse.
I think the only one going to the plane is Terran.
To be clear.
Something, driving through the front door, and then we start blasting.
What do you mean, the open front gate?
Oh yeah, I know the front gate's open. That means we can make it to the front door
Yeah.
and just crash through it. Kidding.
Pretty open. In fact, the guys probably bug it out.
And then they start blasting.
Alright. Are you driving through the open gate?
Does it look like the house is occupied from the road? Like, are there people milling about?
Not
Like
you can see. You can't really see it well from the road. It's one of those set back behind trees.
Okay, good. So it's not
A
like
ladder out from the car and look over the wall.
You can just see gardens. And then you kind of see something outside the front door that looks to be a body.
Like a dead like a dead body?
Yeah.
Dead
or unconscious anyway from this range.
We approach the dead body.
Ginato approaches the dead body.
Yeah. As you approach, you have to make me a stability check.
Oh. What level?
Just a normal stability check.
Okay, not
I'm
meta.
very glad I followed my instincts.
Well, was it 3 or 5, right? What was it, 4
It's-
or 5?
It's not that far. I think it's like a 2. Dead body.
I think dead body that you didn't help kill or tried to kill you is only 2.
Yeah.
No,
1
no,
actually.
no.
It's just a 1.
Oh, it's just a
Don't
1.
come back
Fresh
twice.
corpse you witness a killing is just a 1.
Okay.
Well, I mean, one's ability cost, but what's the threshold we have to make?
It's 4 because it's non-mythos.
Okay, then. Well, I made a 6, so I'm still good. I'm still clinging on to that one last bit of stability.
You're just
That
waiting
one-
until you see another mouth, and then you go mad and lose sand.
Alright, so someone
What do you
has
see, Fortunato?
garroted this man. Almost severed his head.
Does it look like them? We saw pictures of the dude.
It's not
right?
one of Donovan's, but it is somebody in the same get-up as the guys who were looking around the hotel.
Play. Okay.
So I guess those are the mook. Those are the actual mooks.
Yeah. The door
Like,
to the townhouse is also open.
Now I'm inclined to think we can drive up and investigate because I want the car nearby if this goes loud and we have to leave in a hurry.
So backing up the driveway then.
Yep.
It's a rich house. There'll be a place to turn around.
They don't
Yeah.
want to waste time on a turn.
Yeah, we don't want to have to turn around in the first place is the thing.
Valid.
And anyway, you're not here, so you don't get to make those decisions.
Nope.
Stop tucking my head, Phantom Gato.
I'm just making observations about rich people houses, that's all.
Alright. Are you entering the house?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. As you enter the house, it's a bloodbath. There's 4 more dead people in the same kind of smart suits. And 5 dead in more workers. Yeah, this is another stability check.
Okay, great. Can I draw my gun as well while this is
Oh,
going
yeah,
on?
go for it.
Okay, good.
So I take it that there's pretty much the explosion at the warehouse has kind of kicked off a bit of a war between 2 factions here, right?
I think what's happened is that the cult may have lost patience with Donovan by the sounds of it, and this is them cleaning house, although it may not have
Well,
gone as
then
cleanly as they hoped.
So now I think I'm shaken now.
Is it? Are you shaken when you hit 0 or when you hit
Yes.
negative
Yeah,
numbers?
we hit 0.
Shit, was I supposed
Okay.
to? Am I supposed to be rolling stability?
Yep, stability because you've seen a body.
Oh.
So now
Everyone
I'm
is
at
actually here.
Yeah.
Do I get a bonus to that because I'm a fucking war doctor?
Yeah, your target is 3.
Okay, I don't suppose the cop can do that, but
Yeah.
okay. Phew.
I'm going to say this is a 3 level loss if you fail.
Christ,
it's
okay.
3 level lost?
Yeah. So if you want to add anything to go for that. Because it's somewhere between. Because seeing a corpse is 1, and a grisly murder accident scene is 3. That's kind of where we are. Hundreds of corpses
Well,
is 4, or a large battle. So somewhere between a large battle and 1.
So after a large battle, so
Yeah. I say 2 or what do you think? 2 or 3 for that. If
I mean,
100,
I think-
100, 100
I would go for 3 because you're
Yeah.
right. There's a hell of a lot of dead people here.
Yeah.
Which means I'm at -2.
I'm
Oh,
also at -2. How you doing?
you're shaken.
Yeah. Peachy.
You don't get drinks until you take sand.
Yeah, true.
Let me just check.
But
which
now that you're
floor.
below stability, I can talk to you again.
That's an interesting interpretation of how that works.
Alright, so you've
You're
entered
slightly insane.
through this door on the left. And yeah, there's like a mix of people in warehouse worker clothes and like more smart security. There's more of the warehouse workers, but you know.
I think, gentlemen, we can assume that we have facilitated a breach of decorum here, and we can leave with a song in our hearts that all is well in the world and God is in his heaven.
Until we get shot at, right?
If this shit's about to happen, if this shit's happened, I want to make sure Donovan's dead. I don't want him doing anything else like this under a new name again.
I
We should
mean,
leave.
Not just his goons dead. It's not just his goons dead here. There's a lot of these assholes dead too.
We should leave. If the police come and catch us in the middle of this, they're gonna arrest us for sure.
yes, that as well. Mostly because I don't want to risk seeing what Donovan's dead son may look like with my sand this low. I will see you in the car, gentlemen, and keep it warm for us.
I suppose we're going.
Yes, I take my leave. All the best to you.
We're gonna hear a plane coming down.
Mm-hmm. No, we're not. I can hear anything.
Oh, I've just noticed there's a party sheet.
There's a party.
Oh, really?
sheet?
If you go to the top corner, PS,
Oh yeah,
PS.
yes.
I've just dragged everyone into it.
Nice.
You'd think we would have seen that earlier.
Interesting.
Ah, it's got a marching formation and a watch order. That's really convenient.
Wait, what?
Other things we've used.
On the order tab.
Oh my god, I wonder what they built this off of that it's got that.
That's really nice.
Interesting.
Huh. I guess some more militaristic thing.
I think this is just from the core RPG stuff.
No, just have you got a different one to me then? I've got a party sheet that's got all your skills laid down and shows your.
I think that's
Yep.
because you're the
You've got
GM.
the DM version.
Oh, I've got the DM
We can
version.
easily see what we have.
Yeah.
It would be useful for us, though.
Yeah, I can't share it in any way.
I can't drag myself into the marching formation.
See, I don't
Ray
have
is
that one.
disabled editing it.
It's on the order tab.
Options.
I've got inventory and order. That's all I've got.
Party show inventory to clients is on. Bell number is off because bell's annoying. No, I can't seem to turn that on for you guys.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh well, we have the Matrix anyway.
Yeah, we made our own version. That's fine.
Anyway, I will give
I
my.
mean, this does save you having to alt tab out to find it.
Yeah. Oop, that's not the
The thing,
button
is,
I was aiming for.
I'm going to probably hit -5 if we come across what's maybe
12th
left
of
or
July.
Yeah.
I still
Hmm.
that still gets me every time.
What, the 10-2nd of July?
Yes.
Anyway,
The help buttons actually work
Anyway,
here.
what were we doing?
you were trying to decide if you want to go deeper into this house or run.
I mean, frankly, I want confirmation that Donovan is actually dead.
You don't all have to go in.
Yeah, half of us have already legged it back to the car.
I do
We'll go
apologize.
with Detective Jimmy.
I do apologize, Detective, but I think discretion is better part of valor in this.
If
Sure,
anyone's
though.
going in, it should definitely be the detective.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going in, even though I am shaken at this point.
And Tullius has drawn his service pistol and will be going in as well.
All right.
I'll keep the car ready for us.
All I was going to say, all I ask is the people who leave the house have the car warm and ready.
Yes, we're gonna
Just
go
make sure
in.
if you find a telephone, cut the wires so that you can have an excuse for why you didn't call the cops.
That is an
Yeah.
excellent.
Or call the cops as soon as we find one and explain that we rolled up on this.
Then they'll want you to stick around as witnesses.
Well, we leave before they get here.
Alright, so you searching the ground floor?
I was going to say, so we're here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Let's just do it methodically.
Searching the ground floor, you open up the two rooms marked. You open up room marked 1 to find a kitchen. In the kitchen, there are another 6 bodies. These seem to be staff members. You're not going to have to roll any more stability for dead bodies in the house. You've tapped out.
Dead bodies, we get it.
Yeah, you get it. Free stability this is a charnel house. These seem to be staff members. They've been bound and then pretty much executed in a line. Apart from that, it just looks like a normal kitchen.
Thorough sick bastards.
How
Mhm.
gas?
Onto the 2s then.
The 2s are staff rooms, like bedrooms for the staff. 3 is just entrance to a garage. 5 is just a utility storeroom. And 4 is stairs down to the cellar.
And here's the
So
fun part.
the other stairs go up then?
Yep, the other stairs go up.
Let's check upstairs first. Jump out of a window if we have to. It'll be harder to escape a cellar.
Jump out the cellar window.
Yeah, we know
Sure.
that from experience, don't we?
That we...
Right.
Also, who just suggested a cellar window? Out of character. Who thought that's a good idea?
I mean, cellar windows do exist.
Before electric lighting, they were a great idea.
And not just a hole in the ground.
Alright, so this comes up onto a living room with a dining room and lounge, which is living room 6, 7, dining room 8, lounge. A couple more bodies here, but it seems like most of the fighting was downstairs. Heading up to the next floor. 9's all normal or guest bedrooms, untouched. 11 is a bathroom. 10 is a child's bedroom, which is empty and seems to have been empty for a while. It's all neatly like everything's put away and tidied. Not any room a child has been in for more than 30 seconds since the cleaners came through.
I see.
Thank God for
And they
that.
didn't exactly come through recently, given they're all downstairs and dead.
Yeah.
Right, heading up to the top floor.
It's a big ass house.
Yep. You come out into a corridor. You want to go left or right?
I'll ask. This is going to be entertaining.
Yeah.
Alright. I say we go
Left.
left first. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
12.
Right. This opens up into a library.
Oh boy, a library.
Yep.
Dangerous thing in Cthulhu.
It's relatively well stocked with 2 gargoyles kind of in the corner. But you notice the gargoyles have been like smashed. It's like someone's taken a hammer to them.
Are they solid or hollow?
They're solid. Someone's just broken them up.
Like, were they broken in, say, the same way? Did someone try and smash the wings off or the heads off? Or is it just
They're
like...
generally smashed.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, that was someone probably knew they were probably animatomic real gargoyles that would come to land and attack any intruders type deal.
Careful, you'll summon Xanatos if you're not careful.
Man, that series was a thing.
Yeah.
I should see it someday.
You should. It's great. Alright.
Put it on the list.
Seeing as I am not a book person, I have no idea what the hell I'm going to be looking at unless
I'm not a book person either. How about that?
Right.
they're
So,
13.
Then we were saved.
So, the library is full of history books and rare books of the type you'd pick on a middle class salary. Well, no, they're worth a middle class salary. There's nothing occult here. They're all just generally like he's a collector of good books as opposed to strange books.
Submissions?
I mean, I'm still not exactly a book person. I don't have library use.
Yeah.
We look for
So I
we go to
can-
we check the library registry to see where is the occult section.
All right. I'm trying to
Now,
remember, trying to
I'm
follow
not
which
there.
ones you guys have got, so I can give you the right stuff. So it's just taking me a minute to check. Because Serpentis got enough history to pick up the books. That's fine.
One of history, woo!
Hope it's not here. Okay, let's skip that one. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just a general library.
Cool.
Yeah.
In which case, I suggest we head to room 13.
What about 14?
I want to do this, like, out of character, I want to do the numbers in order. It's a me thing. Oh,
But
wait, no, you're right. Sorry, I
Yeah.
thought you could get to 14 from the main corridor. You can't, can you? Yeah, that's a good point. Into 14.
How do you get into 14?
I
Gizmo?
think if you look behind that arrow I've just put down, there's a little slash in the wall.
Oh, that's a hidden door.
I
Yeah.
think so.
It's open. Someone's burst it open.
In hand, lean around.
It's empty and has been rifled.
This is where the good books were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
Donovan probably was keeping his cult stuff.
Yeah, there's. It looks like there was cases stored here recently, like racks. So kind of like, crates is probably a better way of saying it, if you know what you're talking about. Like from the dust patterns, they've all been dragged out. Seems to have been other kind of paperwork that's been taken as well. There is, however, a kind of fire in the corner that has like bits of photographs in it.
Is it like a poker I can scrape it out with to see if we can salvage anything useful?
Actually, is it actually on fire? or
No,
is it
it's
just
all
on
cold
fire?
now.
Oh, right.
Forensics, I might be able to reconstruct something.
Do you have evidence
Evidence
collection?
Yeah.
I have evidence collection and I'm pretty sure I have evidence. Yeah, evidence collection and forensics.
Yeah, poking through them, they seem to be kind of pornographic in nature, but more kind of candid. Kind of like, if you're showing them like what you've got to Serpentis, you probably notice stuff you take for blackmail.
Hmm.
So there's kind of
I
like,
suspected.
yeah, kind of blackmail photos, but they've been burned.
Serpentis is the one actually looking at all of these in the first
Yeah.
place.
There too.
I'm guessing then that this is not Mr. and Mrs. Donovan. Just checking.
No, this is various random people.
Oh, I know where he was
How
getting
Donovan had
this.
pull over people.
I mean, how else would he have a big big warehouse full of mouths?
A lot of cash might have helped as well. Right.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Last room.
Yep, 14.
I'm
And then if we, sorry, 13.
I'm
And if we don't
assuming
die
the
here, we can
unmarked
check
one
this.
is just a storage closet.
Which one's I?
The unmarked, the one without a number.
Where's that? Oh, that's just the end of the corridor.
Oh, okay.
Why is there a door there?
Oh, the door. Yes, probably just a storage closet. Sorry, I couldn't see the door underneath the arrow.
Sorry.
Yeah. it's-
Helping.
I don't know. Right, entering the
How
room.
zoomed out are you?
What, me?
Yeah, if you couldn't see the door.
I've got a massive screen. It's tiny on my screen.
Eh.
There we go. I'm bigger now. Anyway, you enter room 13, which is the master bedroom, and immediately you start gagging because Donovan is here. He has been tied to the bed and seemingly drowned. And from the smell, which you've all come to recognise quite well in the last couple of days, he's been drowned in nectar.
About death by irony.
Alright, so this will be a 2-point stability check.
God damn it, Gray!
What are the odds you guys haven't been hearing me for the last 10, 20 minutes?
Substantial.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
This is why the sensible people left.
So that's 4 plus Gray.
4 plus.
Didn't
Yeah,
show
it's
up.
technically not Mythos. A Mythos thing has been used, but the actual, method isn't
Death is
Mythos.
become mundane.
Yeah.
Billy's
There we
just killing it today.
Yeah, he is not worried about any of this.
Well, it's a pass. I'll
Apparently,
take it.
blowing up one of the mouths is a hell of a. I don't
A hell
know.
of a
Strengthener?
performance die.
Confidence booster.
Yeah.
That works. Confidence boost.
Yep, but he is definitely dead.
Well, guess that explains what happened to Mr. Donovan.
I was about to ask if I could use a medicine check to determine cause of death, but it's
Drowning.
pretty obvious.
Yeah, he's got the kind of. He's covered, the bed's soaked in it, his mouth's been kind of held open, and his rictus almost in that place. And just the stench of it.
It seems like the other side of this is some hardcore motherfuckers.
Now the question is, did the fighting break out before or after this?
I think the fighting got to this.
Feeling it was. I get the feeling they
Right.
fought their way in, tied Donovan down.
I can offer you a point spend for forensics.
On forensic?
Yeah.
Sure, I will do so.
Yeah, you don't know that much about time of death, but you do know this is recent. This is the last 24 hours at the most.
Sorry, I did want to be there.
Oh, you were there. Okay, you definitely can spend either if you want.
What am I spending?
Forensics.
6.
Sorry?
Forensics.
Okay. Spent.
All right. So yeah, time of death within the last 24 hours. So since you blew the mouth up.
Someone was not happy with him.
Nope.
The rumours we heard about him pissing off the cult were true because of his side activities. They may have taken the whole, mouth blowing up as a reason to get rid of him. Good.
They might have thought that it was his fault.
Well, indirectly it was. They let us blow it up.
They might have thought that he did it on purpose.
Ah, true.
Might have.
All right, everyone out.
Not gonna check
So-
the cellar.
You guys go check the cellar.
Let's be thorough and check that out and then get out.
All right.
There will be a mythos thing in the cellar. You know that, right?
Yeah, it's inevitable, but I mean,
Inevitable, but even if I take a mythos knock at this
Oh,
point, I will
or
still only
not.
be shaken. I won't be completely mad.
You'll still lose a point of sanity, though. That's all. But that gets a bit metagamey.
Shh.
let me guess. That tunnel just leads back to what's left of the catacombs under the warehouse.
I can't actually. I'm trying to find anything about the tunnel. Yeah, I can't. They don't mention the tunnel at all.
That's
It's obviously a fake tunnel.
Yeah.
There's no way into it anyway.
All right.
Down to the cellar then.
All right. The cellar
That was-
is.
that was-
Yeah. Sorry. I was just checking to make sure I hadn't missed anything.
Okay.
The cellar is a slightly more. Actually, sorry. There's one thing left. Sorry, that you. So it's a floating clue. So it's kind of pain to insert. So, going back to the secret room, you will have discovered like just a few pieces of paper. And right. No, it's not there. Oh, I hate floating clues. Like, it's the problem is there's so many places you can run into this, and you've avoided them all.
Yeah, okay, that's
That's us. That's
Okay.
us. Let's be real.
Yeah. I'm basically ad-libbing this because of what would happen. You know, this isn't actually written in. This is my reaction to the way you've played this.
This is
I
you
get the feeling-
scrambling to actually get us the stuff we need to know because we keep missing it.
Yeah. So yeah,
Said this.
you'll just basically find a collection of notes in the hidden room that's been missed underneath the table or under a bed in the other room. And it's several things about the thing with a thing of many mouths. 1,000 mouths, that's the one. That right, I'm just trying to find where the actual. Do they actually have a text of this, or do I have to ad-lib it? It's mentioned loads of places, but I can't actually find the actual. Yeah.
It's nice to know that it's not just Fantasy Flight who have massive issues with layout.
Yeah, it's because this is a difficult one because there's just so many different ways you can attack this, and it all kind of everything plays differently depending on what you do.
Like going up into the obviously trapped boat and going right to the obviously trapped warehouse. I think going.
And then immediately just attacking through the sewers.
We sped run this, I guess, right? You would
Pretty
say,
much,
right?
yeah. You spread run this.
Great. Next, we run past 60 different guys trying to kill us, grab the most powerful weapon, and then stab the planet in the heart. I mean, it's the bad ending, but it's the ending.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a bunch of notes, kind of like his notes on the thing with 1,000 mouths. And he says, whatever it is, it can be reached through a flexing crack in some far-off mountainside, which opens only when the moon is dark and the stars shine down. And that's the only thing that's not been burned.
Crack, mountainside, star shining. The normal stuff.
Put it in the crazy book later then.
We'll add that to the notes.
Yeah. But apart from that, yes, you then flee merrily into the car
Yeah.
and pull out, possibly as the sounds of sirens appear in the distance. It's been done quietly. Most of these people were stabbed, which is probably why there's so many of their own people who've been killed. Because, you know the old adage, the person who wins a knife fight is the one who dies in the ambulance on the way to the hospital.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
Well.
they seem to have cleaned house, if that's the right term.
Well,
I wouldn't call it clean.
they've done something to the house. I can't deny that.
Now, it's time to get. Well, let's move our merry way out of here, and go to the next, and prepare to go to the next location, which I'm sure has no alert star rating at all. Right?
I will neither confirm or deny the star rating. I didn't think this thing was supposed to go up to 6.
God damn it!
Have all the go into the next place, which is just gonna be in full fucking war mode because of this shit.
Good. That'll make it easier for us to sneak in and go in completely undercover.
I mean, honestly, if this whole campaign ends in a Henderson-esque blaze of glory, I'd be happy with that.
We've already caused 2 of those.
Do what?
Okay, yes, but
Hey.
how many of them have actually killed the thing we're fighting?
No,
That
we
would
blew
be
it
up
up
to Greg.
twice. Got a smart.
He's probably not telling because it would be spoilers.
I have to be quiet so much. It's so hard.
Just chuckle quietly anytime we get close to something,
No.
whether we're right or wrong.
True.
But then you'd just be constantly cackling.
My evil plan has borne fruit.
Well,
But yes, that was my plan.
Yeah. That's fine. So,
To the airport.
the airport. You take off.
Cool. What?
The-
Stopped us?
Yeah. There's of course a bomb in the plane.
oh,
Dang it,
boy.
JC.
No, not his this time.
I mean, I'm always carrying a bomb with me.
So you're
Do you
leaning
sort of have
down.
a walking bomb?
So Herbert West is lying in a chair, fiddling with the next bomb, and he realises that isn't actually the ticker ticking of his bomb.
Oh, there's another bomb.
There's another bomb in the plane.
You guys, oh right, because I'm quite insane. I didn't notice the bomb.
Bruce
Oh,
didn't
wait.
either.
I don't have sense trouble.
So yes, you're over the Mediterranean, and there's a bomb in the plane.
Say.
Someone help me find this
And
bomb.
we don't know where it is.
Oh, we didn't find the bomb in the plane.
What skill do we require?
Yeah, what do we roll to find the bomb in this plane?
Sense trouble.
Okay, sure.
I
Who
have
has the
2 left,
most?
but
I think it might be me and
Just-
Fortunato, I'm guessing, but the trouble is
I
I'm shaking.
would.
I've
I'm
got
also
2
shaken.
points. I've got 2 points of it, so
we
I
put
can.
all of our faith
Well,
in
no,
Fortunato.
we're in. Well, the thing is that it would be general skill, so you can roll it, but it's a -1. How much do you have,
You can-
Servatus?
Yeah.
In that case, I'll spend 4 to get 3 on a roll.
Yes.
Just as bloody well I did.
Alright. You kind of realise that yes, there is a package that is near kind of wedged under one of the seats that wasn't one of the things you brought aboard. Somebody has somehow gotten onto your plane at some point and placed a bomb. As you open the satchel, you can see there is 3 minutes on the timer.
Okay.
Okay.
What do I have to roll to defuse the bomb?
Hear
Alright.
me out.
What do you
Yeah.
think you need to roll to defuse the bomb?
I mean,
Roll flattery.
the GM. Flatter the bomb at once. I mean, can I make an
Bomb,
observation?
you're far too
You know,
pretty to
I have a
explode.
better idea.
Are we
We're
not
over the
over
med, right?
Mediterranean?
Yes.
If we're over the med, just throw it out the
Throw it
fucking
out.
Just throw it out the door.
But
This
then we
isn't
don't
a
have a bomb.
pressurized airplane.
If-
We're not high up enough for it to suck anyone out the fuselage.
If I throw the bomb out, it means we don't have a bomb anymore. Or we have one less bomb.
I mean, we can
Do you
build
want to
bombs
trust
up.
someone else's bomb?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then somebody throw it out.
Hey, Jesus.
Sure, I'll just put the plane on not
2 minutes, 30
autopilot.
seconds.
I open one of the side doors,
Alright. Which
and
is,
I will throw this goddamn satchel into the sea.
Right, make me an athletics check.
Son of a bitch.
I'll
Yeah.
make it instead.
I will spend 4 to get 3. Frickin' shaking bullshit.
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
Alright. You've just about managed to steady yourself. You think you're going to fall out for a second, but no. You heroically throw the bomb out. And, some seagulls circle around it because, they wonder what the big splash was just before they get obliterated by the explosion.
Or a seagull, no.
And we're far enough away that we probably can't see that anyway.
Airplane.
Kaboom.
Although- I did slow down so that he could drop the bomb more safely.
I'm shutting the plane door. I don't. That's what they mean by bomb disposal in the LAPD. But I'll take it.
Now, what do we have to roll to find the second bomb?
Oh, shut up.
That's
Where
always the
did you
second
put
bomb.
it?
No more goddamn bomb making until we have landed. Enough is enough for one flight.
I'd much rather
Build
have
that
a nice,
one.
safely assembled bomb than a partially assembled incomplete bomb. Someone could trip on it or something.
Hey, we've just proven we can turf it out the door if you really don't want a semi-built one on board.
I'm kind of annoyed at the fact that they put a bomb on our boat.
I'm kind of wondering how they figured out where our plane was and why Bruce didn't see it.
Well,
Bruce doesn't actually exist.
I don't have sense trouble.
if Donovan's goons were scooping around the hotel, it may have been that they knew about us before we went in to blow the house.
Well, here's the thing I have to point out: those might not have been Donovan's goons, but the cult's goons.
Also entirely
Yeah,
possible.
I mean,
'Cause-
considering that Donovan's goons and those goons kind of killed each other a lot, I would say that yes, they were probably not actually Donovan's as much as they were the cults. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still here. I'm just not saying anything. I basically had to sellotape my mouth shut whenever these guys start speculating.
And in any case, regardless of who they work for, they tried to blow us up.
Which is not how you get on my Christmas card list.
Strange enough, yeah.
Why do you have a Christmas card list full of people trying to kill you?
I don't. It's full of people who haven't tried to kill me.
It's a very much smaller list.
You really should put them on a
Significantly.
list. You can send bombs to them that way.
I just forward them to you. Why do you think you keep getting these strange people's addresses in the mail?
So that was your bomb, not theirs?
No, none of you are on that other. All of you are on my Christmas card list. Come on. We've gone
known each
quietly
other
mad
for
together.
3 weeks.
Yep.
He's slightly insane. Give him,
I'm a little unstable
don't
right now.
question him. Can we ask Bruce to get another bomb?
Good days.
After we've landed, sure.
So where are we flying to again?
That was going to be my next question.
Probably Mexico.
Your
We don't,
That's transatlantic. We don't really have.
yeah.
I presume we're flying back to London, seeing as we flew out of there, and then we could boat to Mexico.
That's your choice.
Or the
You've got Mexico, Ethiopia, or Bangkok.
I'm
Sure
pretty sure
shit.
the first thing we should do is switch airplanes.
Probably Ethiopia
Yeah,
then, because that's
prob-
like closer.
You
Yeah, it's-
have how many airplanes?
A lot.
At least 3.
Do they all come with a free bomb?
No, none of them.
That
came
is
with
not
bombs.
the kind of customer service we like. Hello, sir. Fly on these airlines and get a free bomb with every ticket.
Well, I mean,
None of them have
Ethiopia
bombs,
is
especially not the secret
closest.
ones we're building for the Italian military. Definitely not those.
Yeah, if we go to Ethiopia, we can have a nice vacation in Egypt, climb some pyramids.
That's always fun.
All right. You bank off and head towards Ethiopia.
Yeah, I think we're doing Ethiopia.
So we're going from Malta to Egypt for a couple of weeks just to cool down. Well,
Yeah.
not cool down. It's the desert, but
Have a relax. You can visit Luxor,
Arnold.
Cairo.
Lay low.
Yeah.
Eat some shawarma, some hot cola.
Put sand into positive numbers. Well, stability.
Yeah. So general refresh. Full refresh though.
Ooh.
You
Oh,
all
sorry,
contact your sources of stability.
I write I contact give a call on home. Talk to my mentor about certain new techniques I might need to incorporate into my repertoire.
Tullius doesn't have to do any of that because he lost 0 stability.
Tobin's
Oh, you
writing
feel
a
awful.
long treatise on how human science fails in the realm of the fantastical because his sanity has gone down.
But West is writing a rebuttal article.
Anything explodes if you explode it hard enough.
All right.
Yeah, human science prevails in the form of explosives.
I'm going on a small safari with Bruce.
So, as you
Back
rest,
with a resplendent pair of alligator shoes, or is it crocodiles in Egypt? You can never keep them straight. Sorry.
so as you rest in the hotel in Egypt, Gatto, Abitus, and Fortunato have a series of unfortunate encounters. You know, you just don't seem to be able to settle. And there are always times when, you know, there's a glimpse out the corner of your eye and you think there's a mouth in the wall, or like a certain pattern of shadows just seems to be a gaping maw.
I wasn't. Well, the thing, I wasn't. I didn't lose any sanity, but this is if you're shaken, right?
These are the people who were shaken. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you mean me. I was the other guy who was shaken.
Okay, so yeah, that was
No, I was also shaken. I wasn't shaken by the maw. I was shaken by the by just all the corpses.
Shaken.
Yeah.
We're all shaken down here.
I'm not shaken.
Shake.
So what shoot you, Serpentis? That was just a death, was it?
Actually, yeah, it was the final bloodbath in the Donovan's house that actually pushed me into shaken.
Yeah, that's fine. So that's not mythos. That's not sanity loss.
Same here. What got me is what got me was the Donovan bloodbath house,
Yeah,
which is
that's fine.
why I immediately turned around and left.
Man, we are.
If I could speak meta for a second, we've kind of been lucky in that while we've taken a lot of major stability hits from the mythos, it's never the stuff that pushes us into being shaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just sets us up to get pushed into shaken later on.
Yeah.
It's always the human element that fucking sets us off.
Anyway, so yeah, you two are seeing mouths. So it'd be Gatto and Abitus. You know, you just see mouths where there shouldn't be.
People keep smiling too wide.
It's amazing that I was the first one to see mouths, and now I'm the only one not.
Yeah.
Else, I'm okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was because you had the occult in the asylum. Here, we're everyone who's lost a bit of sanity are seeing the mouths everywhere.
But yeah, so we'll pick up in Ethiopia next week.
Wait, one last thing of business before we go.
Oh, yeah.
We owe Mrs. Winston a big explanatory letter of what the shit went on in Malta. Because she wants to know.
Yep.
There was an old British arms stockpile down there. Loose cigarette.
No, this is our.
Nope.
This is the person is paying us, so we can tell her the truth.
And we probably should because she's paying us.
And I do because we're family.
Not to mention, seeing as we're heading to Ethiopia, which is not exactly well connected with America, it might be a while before we can get news out to her on that front. At least
get a telegram.
Britain's agreed we weren't telling her everything.
Drug.
Well, yeah, we're gonna try to avoid the whole sucking mouths.
As far as I'm concerned, you're telling her it's drugs and a cult. You're not telling her that the cult actually is worshipping something real.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but she'll still need to know and justify why we've gone to Malta on her money, and then East Africa on her money.
Oh yeah, well,
her money?
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
the cult was...
Your family.
Yes. I'm financing most of this expedition myself, though. I mean, it's not
well,
like,
she's paying. Well, you're financing the expedition. The payout for me and the rest of us is from her.
Right.
I like how you gave yourself top billing for the payout there.
Yes.
Well, yes, I'm also getting paid in this. Thank you very much. I would like very much to have something to fund the therapist I'll need by the end of this.
Hello? So, yeah, we're still here.
Just dropped out.
Nope.
That was added.
Added, yeah. It is getting pretty close to.
Yeah, I just said goodbye.
Time.
Yeah.
After I buy out my family home and so forth from those greedy ass bankers.
Yeah, he just said goodnight.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've rounded it off, haven't we? So,
yeah, we've rounded off. So, yeah, thanks everyone for watching.
All right.
All right, and see you next
Thanks
time.
to the person who actually showed up to the stream.
Yeah, he just kind of wandered in because he didn't know this was happening. It's fine. I say this is mainly just
Just
that I'm,
confusedly staggered in.
yeah.
I'm
I
sure,
mean-
That wasn't me being sarcastic either. That
Yeah.
was
I'm
seriously.
sure you'll probably do this for your future, for your actual future Let's Play things as well, right, Gray?
Not for the day-to-day stuff because I record at 4 a.m. and
Yeah.
it's not going to be worth it. I like to
Yeah,
do.
that's pretty awkward for.
I do batch videos as well, so I'll do 3D videos from each game. But definitely Saturdays and Sundays I'll be doing this for.
The
just
stuff
simpler.
that you actually do live instead of
Yeah,
having.
see it myself. I might stream a bit of something. I think I might do a little bit of Crusader Kings 3 just because I want to play Crusader Kings 3. And I've got 3 days off on my own this week.
And you
Yeah,
might
how-
as well use
Yeah.
whatever excuse you can get.
Yes.
Have they actually put Crusader Kings 3 up to the point where it's like reasonable over 2?
Yeah, I'm going to end the stream before we go this week, yeah.
Sorry.
See you
Oh,
next
sorry,
time.
was-
Yeah.
streaming.